Hey, what is going on? I'm LaPrentiss Demond, and I help those with severe inflammation naturally beat the swelling, pain, and energy drain so they can live their best life. In today's video, we are going to do a review on Liquid Death Mountain Water. All right, this is all about murdering your thirst. Okay, so if you have not seen any of these videos before, you're new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button so you can get more tips, tricks, and tactics on how to improve your overall wellness. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. And I believe there were some people asking for this one as well because I have never heard of this before. It's a pretty unique beverage here. So let's go ahead and open it up. Pour it in, and we are going to be testing it against our favorite electrolyzed reduced water right here. Delicious. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to test this water for three specific things. The first one is antioxidants, the second is alkalinity, and third, I love to call superior hydration. All right, let's go into that first one, antioxidants. Antioxidants are vitally important because of all the air around us, everything that's around us, okay? We have the foods that we eat, we have pollution, we have our cell phones, electronics, even the air has these things known as free radicals, okay? And they enter our cells and they start taking away electrons from our healthy cells. And this creates two things. This creates oxidation and this creates inflammation. And those two things are linked to every single health disease known to man. So if you're experiencing any type of itis, whether that's bronchitis, tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, that is inflammation happening in that area of your body, okay? And so antioxidants, these are your fruits, your vegetables, your vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E. These things are full of extra electrons, which are given out to those struggling cells so they can come back to homeostasis, get back to normal balance. And in turn, that's going to lower that oxidation, bring down that inflammation, and so keep us looking young and youthful, all right? So oxidation is positively charged, while antioxidants are negatively charged. And our water can be an oxidant or an antioxidant. And what we're going to use here is this ORP meter, stands for oxidative reduction potential, to see which of these has the potential to reduce oxidation when it comes to your health. All right, so just picture a banana. When a banana gets brown, that's oxidation happening in real time. So we're going to put this wand in the beverage and see if we get a positive or a negative number. All right, let's start with Liquid Death. All right, so looks like we are getting a 178 and climbing. Right, so that means it's oxidizing. This means it's creating more rust, inflammation, oxidation in our body, and it's going to ultimately lead to more sickness. And it's going up to 210, still rising. Right? Let's compare, or let's see how our electrolyzed reduced water does. Oh wow, look at that. It's a negative number, check that dash. It's a negative 805 right now. And it's going lower because it is full of antioxidants, all right? So right now, Liquid Death Water is literally doing its part to kill us, okay? This is not murdering our thirst, it's murdering us, okay? So with this first test, we see that Liquid Death Water is oxidizing us. And this is the most important thing, because the more oxidized we are, the older we look, and the more of these diseases and more of the inflammation, all these problems arise, okay? So this is the most important test. That's why I always do it first. And so we're gonna look at these other two things though, just to see how Liquid Death falls on the scale, all right? All right, on to our second test, which is on alkalinity. And this one involves pH. This is the one everybody knows thanks to the bottled water industry. This is now a $22 billion industry, which with all these waters, this is exactly why we're testing this one here, right? But our pH is very, very simple, all right? So this is in regards to our blood, okay? We want to ensure our blood stays slightly alkaline, all right? the more acidic foods that we consume, the more acidic beverages that we consume, the more acidic things we take in, it ends up eating the minerals and electrolytes that our body needs to not only stay in balance, but keep us in check, okay? So we're either consuming things that are acidic or alkaline. And those things that are alkaline is gonna neutralize that acidity so our blood can maintain that 7.365. If we start getting too acidic, we start to notice this. This starts happening in our skin, okay? We start getting eczema and different things like that. If we continue to get acidic, our bones become brittle and it becomes cracky and tough when we wake up. This is how things like osteoporosis happens. If it continues, it ends up attacking our brain, and this is how we get Alzheimer's, okay? So we really want to make sure that we have our acidity in check, especially when it comes to our blood, since it transfers the alkalinity and the acid all around our body. In order to do that, we're going to test it with pH drops. If we get a red or orange or yellow, that means it's acidic. It's eating the minerals and electrolytes in our body. However, if we see a purple, blue, a purple or dark purple, it means it's alkaline and it's keeping us in balance. Let's see how Liquid Death is treating us here. All right, looking at this Liquid Death here, it looks like it is an 8, like it's pretty good. It's alkaline, and our electrolytes reduced water is 9. So anytime this happens, I want to see how good it is at battling acidity. So I'm going to actually bring these a little closer together, and the reason why is so I can blow in them and see if my acidity changes the water, see if it's strong enough to fight that off because of all the stuff that we eat, right? If it can't battle my breath, it's not going to be able to do a lot of work for the things that we consume. All right, so let's do this and let's see what happens. All right, so looking at this here, it looks like Liquid Death Mountain Valley water is green. It's neutral overall, which isn't bad. It's a spring water, so that's actually good, right? So if it was a spring water and turned up acidic, I'd be like, oh my gosh, there's something horribly wrong with the spring water. But I really do believe it's genuine spring water. It normally ends up showing up green. But when it comes to battling acidity, it'll take care of things like if we're on just like a vegetarian diet where we're just taking in things from the earth, we're going to be pretty good with one of these kinds of waters as far as pH goes. However, if we're eating sweets, if we're eating the burgers, the waffles, things like that, this water is not going to be strong enough to do it, okay? So just want to share that with you. Let me see, is there anything else fancy about this water? This comes straight from the Alps. I'm trying to see exactly where. Australian Alps. So this is Australian mountain water. Awesome. So there you go. There's the second test. It showed up as an 8, but after a little bit of an acidity test, it ended up becoming neutral, and so it's more of a neutral. But there you have it. There is the pH test. Now on to the final one, which is on superior hydration. Alrighty, on for that third and final test, which is my favorite, is on superior hydration. And in order to do this one, we use tea bag as a representation of us dehydrated, alright? So what we're going to do here is we're going to see if we can make tea with our Liquid Death water, alright? And the reason why we're doing this is because we want to get hydrated at a cellular level. And so while this tea bag doesn't necessarily represent our cellular level, it does show something that's dehydrated, and we can use this as representation to see how big these water molecules are when it comes to hydrating us. And once again, when we're drinking a lot of water, a lot of times it just sits in our stomach. And we want our water to actually get absorbed and actually start taking care of the waste, pushing out waste, and providing nutrients to the different parts to our blood and different areas of our body. All right, let's see how Liquid Death does. Of course, if you guys have seen any of these videos before, we do not we do not stop right there. We're gonna get this bag nice and wet. So we have 4 cups here, so we can give liquid death a fair shot. And right now, it's still, even with it being completely wet, it's still having issues with making tea, right? Look like, I don't know, it's starting to do something, but barely, right? Let's go back and try our electrolyzed reduced water. See what happens here. Look at that, immediately makes tea. And I already know what you're thinking. You're like, LaPrentiss, of course the bag was wet. Look at the one over there. You did all that work to get it wet, so that's why we have these 2 extra cups here. We're gonna try to give it a fair chance. Here is liquid death again. And man, I'm trying to give it a shot. It's just not, the water molecules are too big. So you see it's barely able to make any tea, which is insane. Especially with it coming from Australia. So this is not able to really hydrate you, and it is actually harming you, right? So look at this. Look how easily that becomes tea. So liquid death is definitely killing us. I love the marketing hype. I love the skull that's melting on the can, all that. Fantastic marketing. And they're right though, it is harming our health, okay? So, just to give a quick recap, here's how it went down, all right? First thing we tested for was antioxidants. We saw that this water is oxidizing us, which is the most important thing. The second one we tested for was alkalinity, and it showed a little bit of alkalinity. It showed around an 8, but then once we put it to the test, it showed up being neutral. And we need something a little stronger to battle back the stuff that we're eating day in and day out. Last but not least, we tested for superior hydration, and it got a little bit in, right? It got a little bit, but nowhere near as much as our delicious electrolyzed reduced water. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna mess. So there you have it. There's a test. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If there's a water you want me to test next, put it in the comments below. And if you're serious about improving your health, about getting rid of that inflammation that you may be experiencing, just hang out for 1 second, all right? Hey, thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and you learned a little something about the waters that we tested here today. Please take a moment to share this video with someone you care about who is also drinking this water. Finally, if you are serious about improving your health and the waters that you drink, click the link in the description below to access my Water Wellness Masterclass. In this masterclass, you will discover the truth about the waters we drink, the effects our water has on our health, and how you can have the world's best water in the comfort of your home and save thousands of dollars as a result. Alright, go ahead, click that link in the description below, access that masterclass, and I will see you there real soon.